Hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Guns. So today, let's see if it's okay. So it's not engaged yet. Now for some reason my monitor is really dark. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's doing that, but you know what? Should be fine for the game, and I don't think it will be showing up for you guys. So we are playing. We are now playing Tower of Guns version 1.19b, which has the addition of a very interesting new mode that I'm excited to try out. So, the new mode is called Hotfoot mode. I have, I believe, an unlimited number of jumps. However, if I touch the ground, I take damage, which is scary. Also, this is a new room, by the way. Now, I have dice roll mode on too, which, I mean, on one hand, might be terrible, might not be. Realistically, I'm extremely rusty from Tower of Gunsing, because if you saw my channel update video, which surprisingly few amount of you did-ish, whatever, who cares. Probably the title is more than self-explanatory for everybody. But, you know, went on vacation. Can't really do a whole lot of Tower of Guns while on vacation. Man, this is weird. We need, like, some jump height stat or we're gonna be in trouble. So anyway, a couple new things. And realistically, I think I'm going to fall in love with this mode, if only from an occasional, what the heck am I doing mode. So, again, as long as I don't touch the ground, I don't take damage. I think I explained that. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so, if I did fail to explain it, Hotfoot mode is, I touch the ground, I take damage. So, unlimited jumps away. But if I can get my hands on one jump height, just one, I think it will be great. If I can't, well, it's going to be a little bit harder. Look at this new room. It's simple, but convenient. I don't see any secrets, though, but that's probably for the best. And get the blue EXP, because we need it. And there we go. What did I see? Dice roll, 1/3 armor. Oh, boy. That would hurt if I got hit. That said, did not get... Ah, there it is. Got it. And I did not touch the ground, so that makes my life substantially easier, because that means I don't have to hit spacebar nearly so freaking much, which is good. Hello! Must have spawned all of these guys. Wow. Glad I spawned them when I was not immediately next to the spawn location. I don't even know. But now that I have the jump height, well, it makes moving around a heck of a lot easier. I see a difficulty plus bonus. Speaking of, I don't think I've gotten that achievement yet, which I'm going to have to go after at some point, but not today, because this is already weird enough as it is. Now, what the fuck? Okay. Apparently we're not done with this room yet. I apparently have to trigger multiple sets of enemies. If it's not immediately obvious, we're running the Constellation Charger and Junkman. Oh, hello. Must have gotten hit from... Oh, shit. I really must have gotten hit there. That almost killed me. Might actually be a spin bot hiding in the ceiling, which is kind of terrifying. Or maybe Hotfoot mode bugged out on us. Something fierce. Now, if I can get my hands on magnetism, we'll be in a really good spot. I don't think I'm touching the ground. It's kind of hard to tell. But I really don't want to chance it, so I'm just going to keep kind of floating along here. I'm trying to think of exactly the style of movement I have going on here, and it's like if I had a pair of very big wings and I only flapped every once in a while, and so there's like a natural fall to my flight pattern, which I guess is fine, but boy is it awkward to move around. Kind of wish I had like a slight hover. I was actually thinking about various like cool enhancements that if I could make a game like this, which technically I could, it would just take an inordinate amount of time, considering I know very little 3D modeling and, you know, very little programming, but it'd be kind of cool if you could pick up an upgrade that lets you, like, hover a short bit if you press spacebar twice before going down to the ground. I don't know, just a bunch of, like, weird movement enhancing things, apart from just extra jumps. And realistically, no way am I going to tell Joe how to make his game anymore, because I've already made enough suggestions. And, you know, with the addition of dice roll mode and now Hotfoot mode, I can safely say that he knows... Ow! Oh boy! Do not touch the ground, Wander. You will die horribly. Hotfoot mode, very painful. Unfortunately, we're fighting Mama Spinbot in kind of the worst way possible. I wonder... I really don't want to touch the ground here. That is not the health pickups that I want. I kind of wish the foot mode was maybe not so damaging. Or buggy, I don't know, whatever. But I think if we touch the ground at this point, we die. Which is bad. I guess my only concern with hot foot mode is I wish it came pre-equipped with, like, just one level of magnetism. Just one. Because this is really scary business. Because I really can't pick up anything without dying, and that's a concern. I'm also concerned about going through the teleporter. Yeah, it took off quite a lot of health. Yeah, I think if I had one critique for it, it would surely be, after you kill the boss or clear the room, maybe you can touch back down, just because it's very hard to get through that teleporter without taking massive amounts of damage, and especially with dice roll mode on, that's a problem. Now, it does seem like hot foot mode only works when you land, so if I don't jump again... Ooh, loot fest, thank you. So, if I don't jump again, I should be fine. That said, I'm gonna have to start jumping. Because I don't trust ramps to not have some kind of slight hang time, and that would be ultra bad. Okay, so, yeah, why is the contrast on my monitor so bad? I leave for Minnesota for a week, and everything gets screwed up technologically, and I really don't know why. Okay, so I'm glad that this room was a loot fest, because it is boosting us back up. I think we're kind of lucked out as far as hot foot mode, because we don't have to worry about losing weapon level whenever we touch the ground, but everything else is definitely on the scary side. Again, if I can get my hands on magnetism, we're good. If I can't, we're going to have some trouble here, and I'm very glad I went with Junkman. It'd be so hard to have any sort of items in this mode otherwise. Like, we would not have gotten any of this loot. Okay, now, my other... Oh, no, oh, shoot. You do lose weapon level when you touch the ground. That is extremely rough. Yeah, well, that puts us in an extremely bad position. I guess, oh, it's a loot fest. So we've got that going for us, and we've got a lot of stuff. So if I luck out here, we're good. But I'm pretty much going to have to avoid tight spaces and really hope for the best whenever I leave levels, because otherwise I'm going to get kind of smoked, and that's bad. But otherwise, it's a cool mode. I'm really looking forward to maybe a couple of tweaks on it, because once we get past the issue of, you know, killing ourselves just to go from one level to another, it'll also be kind of nice if it made dice mode maybe a little bit more on the forgiving side of things, because I believe the damage you take from hot foot mode is affected by armor, because when I was on the 1/3 armor room, I took far more damage than I did in the previous room we were in, which is part of the reason why I was so freaking scared of it. But, you know, if you touch the ground on, like, a 0 health run, oof, that's gonna hurt. I'd like to try hot foot mode with nightmare mode at some point, but I'm gonna have to figure out just how to do that without, you know, ending terribly. I guess the other problem with this run is if any upgrade tokens land, like might or speed or anything like that, I really have to watch how I dip down. Otherwise I'm gonna have some serious troubles. Yeah, definitely needs just a slight level of magnetism. Apparently touching the lava does not trigger hot foot mode. There's some level of irony in there that I'd like to point out. As I run screaming from these bombs, excuse me, well, I don't scream because for some reason I'm not a screamer in life, and good, that quad damage is on my side, not theirs. If these guys were doing quad damage, we'd be royally screwed. And I think we're doing pretty okay. One of the nice benefits of, you know, this mode is your dodging potentials through the roof, which is great. Unfortunately, your loot collection is awful. And we're going to be fabulously wealthy for what little that's going to do us, because, well, when it comes down to it, I'm going to get all this cash, and then never spend it on anything, because that would result in extreme amounts of pain. Let's go up. I really do think I have an unlimited amount of jumps at this point. Probably. I think that's what the flavor text said for this mode. I could be wrong, don't quote me on it, but I think it is an unlimited number of jumps. Let's just blow these things up, because they're concerning. And watch out for the ramp, because, hello, don't want to get hit by these things, okay? Now, we are at weapon level 5, which means you know, I don't have to be too risky trying to get blue EXP. If I can get magnetism, it's going to help out substantially, but it's not going to be wholly necessary. I think this is the situation where I'm not gonna just skip the area entirely, but the problem is there's just too many... I'm not gonna say variables so much as just... crap. Too many tight spaces here and there, which is a very bad position to be in, because if I get stuck pretty much anywhere, we're screwed. I should probably take out the saw blade launchers first and foremost, mainly if I get stuck in any of those. Difficulty plus plus. What kind of insult is that? Oh well, there's a lot of tokens floating through here. Something's shooting at me. Oh, that's what the that's what the special is for this one. Enemies turn into orbs and float around flying past me and attack me and stuff. It's not friendly. Anyway, let's just get out of here before they catch up. Cause now we have to go down, which is scary, because I pretty much have to fly through tight spaces and not touch the ground. Yeah, wow. Monitor, what is wrong with your colors? That section of the room is just absolutely black. I hope it's not actually something with, like, my video card. That would be particularly terrible. And you know what? I'm gonna have to... Except for I can't review the footage, I only have one computer. Well, actually, no, I do have a computer monitor. Well, luckily, that was a much easier fight against Mama Spinbot. Let's see. She did give us an item. Oh. I'm gonna have to dive for it. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I'm going to have to. Because it's spread, which, realistically, I'm not even sure if spread mode, like, spread shot has an effect on the Constellation Charger, but here's hoping it does. I guess I'm gonna have to take damage from touching the ground anyway, just go through the teleporters. So you know what? Let's just accept the small amount of damage in favor of getting through, grabbing the last of the things. There's also plenty of health pickup, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. We can get that health pickup. Please don't take damage by going down the lip there either. Okay, so I can trust ramps, get that, and we're through. So actually far better. I think I'm not going to be as cavalier with doing both hot foot mode and dice mode in the future, just because the combination of the two could really screw me. Whereas, you know, one or the other I think I could manage. That bit there kind of sucks. It's just like, well, welcome to the next level. Have damage. I guess really, I bet if I was careful, I could just immediately... Huh. I've never seen this room layout before, I think. I don't know. Also, oh, it's the maze room, I think. Kind of hard to tell. But one unfortunate side effect of my monitor just being absolutely dark is the fact that I actually cannot see like 90% of this level, which is a wee bit frustrating. Oh well, I'll just keep belly aching about stuff and oh please don't kill me. Yeah, I can't even see what I'm stuck on. I mean, realistically, I can never see what I'm stuck on, but still. Does not look like spread shot actually doing anything here. Well, I mean, maybe it is. Kind of hard to tell. But luck? I don't know. Constellation Charger max level does seem to fire very quickly. I do not remember it ever firing this fast. That said, my memory is kind of awful, so could very well be the same speed that it always has, or could have been rebalanced completely. I don't know. Whatever. So we've got this guy left to kill, and I'm kind of mystified at the sheer lack of power-ups that we've been finding throughout these levels. I was expecting, you know, at least something, but it seems like the only pickups that we've actually seen, apart from the singular jump height that I got early on, that I was kind of begging for, has been difficulty ups. It's like the game wants me to get that achievement, and my answer is going to be screw you, man, because we're already playing on hard enough difficulty as it is, well, with dice mode and hotfoot. So let's just kind of bob through here. I want to get the blue EXP mode. It does seem like there's a lot of extra loot on the ground for us, which is nice, but you know, I'd very much like a damage plus plus, because with all these jumps, yeah, we're going to be able to make it through pretty far, but I'm not going to have high hopes for... I'm not going to have high hopes for the Maw, at the very least. Gumball Machine could be a problem. I mean, realistically, if you can fly, it's not so bad. I don't think I can get over a new. But, oh, well, there's one. Just got to get to it without touching the ground. There we go. Okay, well, at the very least, we get some extra health. That's good. Let's go through. 1/3 armor. Oh, holy crap. That was very terrifying to get hit by. Pretty much an entire salvo of those things. Now, I'm hearing other stuff, which is a bit on the scare. Oh, shoot. These are things that I do not want to be near, but unfortunately I kind of have to deal with. Because oh, God, they're murdering me. Well, that was interesting. I feel like the spiky ball launchers are meaner now, too. Oh, well, that was still kind of fun. That's hot foot mode for you guys. That was terrible drops, though, like, completely isolated from the fact that we were doing dice roll mode and hot foot mode. 1 jump height and 1 health pickup over the course of 3 levels. Yay! Either way, it's still pretty fun. If you want a challenge and to mess around, hot foot mode is definitely interesting, but extremely painful, especially with dice roll mode, so either separate them or prepare to be royally, I don't know, beaten down. Because that was rough. Either way, I will see you guys on the next episode of Tower of Guns. And yeah, number of extra jumps, 999. So technically not infinite, but very unlikely that I'd be able to go through it all. I did want to check. So our win-death ratio right now is 25. Now, I was going to say goodbye, but I was going to say, before we do say goodbye, I could go back for getting all of the stars and everything, because that is definitely going to be one of my goals in this entire process, because, you know, I would very much like to have my golden stars back. That said, I would like to get a golden star next to Nightmare difficulty, which is going to have to be a thing in and of itself, on top of everything else, but the last thing is getting up to 3,000 deaths, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about that, because I know there is a cheat to achieve that normally, but I think that would be boring. So, we're going to start doing Nightmare mode a heck of a lot more. I think I said that a couple episodes ago, but then I saw Hot Foot mode and I was like, well, this is going on the back burner. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tower of Guns, hopefully with a fixed monitor on my part, and hopefully Nightmare mode. We will see. Either way, I'll see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.